King's Crown with Pastor P.
Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Tuesday Night Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Love, we got to do our thing. Let's start over again. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Tuesday Night Live.
Welcome.
Hey, y'all. It's a little bit late.
Come on now.
We are,
sluggish.
7:30 might be the time. Maybe the time that we need to come in because we've been coming in later and later, and it's been 7-ish. 7-ish when we come in. So we're going to wait till y'all find us, till y'all see that we are on here. Since we haven't been coming on promptly, we're just gonna give y'all some time to come on in. Demi's here. Hey, Demi.
Hey, what's going on, Miss Demi?
Thank you for joining the live. A little bit late. Just today has been a day. I was actually doing some work because when I get off of here, I don't want to go back to work. So I was trying to get some work done. So when I'm done here, I can relax the rest of the day. So that's why we were late. I was trying to get some last minute things done. Hey, Claire, how you doing? Welcome. I'm Brayden texting. Oh, tell him yes. How was y'all Tuesday going? Are y'all getting some rain? What is the weather like where you are? Love, you gonna tell them hi?
Hey, you turn me around just a little bit.
You can see you? Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Claire says she's doing good.
Hey,
just say hi to Demi.
Good to see everybody. What's going on, Demi? What's going on, Clara? Good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday. I'm glad that you can join us. Boy, it's been a sluggish day, boy. I'm chucking along this evening, so.
Yes. He ain't want to get up. I have to tell him, come on.
Oh my God, tired.
He has been working hard, y'all. If you caught last week's live, we got an RV. Girl,
Yes.
we did it. And he's been doing all the physical labor to get it all set up. So he's been working hard over the last week. And so he get grace. You want to open this up, love?
Yes.
Give it some prop. Okay.
There we go.
He gets some grace because he's been working so hard.
Yeah, it's been hot outside, but we've been managing, doing good. It's different to have an RV. It's like another. It's a house on wheels.
It is,
and it's so much. A little bit more that you have to take care of. But we're getting it all together.
Hey, Jared T, just subscribe to your channel.
Good job. What's going on, Jared T? What's going on, Dennis? What's happening?
Hey, y'all.
Glad that you guys can join us wearing the King's Crown with Pastor P. Please like, share, and hit that subscribe button where you'll find the faith, fashion, and fellowship. You'll find Get Dressed Up with me on my channel. You'll find my wife, Living According to Crystal. Make sure that you guys go like, share, and subscribe to her channel as well. Well, we are here this afternoon. Glad to have you aboard.
Oh, okay.
Then said Dr. Umar Johnson for president. Okay.
Okay. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, Judson.
Yeah, what's going on?
We are live on both channels.
Yes.
If you are just joining, we're gonna allow people time to get in and go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
If you are new, go ahead and subscribe to Wearing the King's Crown with Pastor P. Come on over to my channel, Living According to Crystal. We are live on both channels, so go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Savannah? What's going on, Brianne? What's up, Ian? What's
all right.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on?
Wearing the King's Crown is on fire over there.
Yes.
Where Living According to Crystal people in? Give me something in the comments. They turn it up over there on Love's channel.
Hey, glad you can join us, boy. This is the place to be. Every Tuesday night we come here. We have hot topics to talk about, just things that we want to share with you, and just anything that you want to talk about, throw it in the comments as long as it's correct. We don't allow any foolishness. So if you want to act funny and act crazy, we don't tolerate that.
Yes.
But we here to support and love everybody. Hey, and that's what it's about.
We got Demi online today. Demi, we had some people on here saying some racist stuff last week. So if you can watch out for us. We tried to catch them, honey, but they snuck it in there. And so, we just gotta watch them, honey. Judson said his dog passed away a week ago. Oh, because I think he said his name was Justin.
Okay, Justin. Okay,
yeah, he's
okay.
on Breon's
Okay,
page.
well,
Okay.
man, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, we both have had our dogs pass away, so we understand how you feel. Especially, our dogs were heavily a part of our family, and I'm telling you, if you ever lost a dog, it's like losing, a part of the family.
Yeah.
It's rough, especially when you're used to that bark and them loving on you, getting on your nerves too, and all that. So, we had a dog named Roxy. We had a dog named Brandy, and they both passed away, unfortunately. But hey, our sympathy goes out to you. We hope you and the family are doing well. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, it'll get easier. I still miss my baby girl. And we actually buried, I don't know if there's too much information, but we buried my baby girl in the backyard. So we got a little memorial for her out there. And so if we are missing her, we just go out there and can talk to her. So I don't know if you did that, but that's what we did. And yeah. Claire said you can't come some days. I got it. It's okay. We're here every Tuesday,
That's
7
right.
p.m. Central Time. If you can make it, come on. If you can't, we understand. Life be life and work be working. And sometimes you just be tired, okay? So if you can't come on, no worries. Just catch the playback or catch us the following week. Because we are here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m.-ish Central Time.
Yes. But how's everything going on with you guys? Let's start out with today. There's some hot topics. I don't know if you guys heard of everything that's going on in California, but it's affecting the whole USA. And with all the so-called violence that's going on in Los Angeles, the TVs are showing us one thing. Then we're hearing about the president is deploying national troops, and now the Marines out there. I just don't know how to take that. I think that first, if the city can't control it, they can't control it, and of course we'll move in that direction. But it seemed like the president took it upon his own judgment to send troops out there. This is affecting everybody. It's not one particular people or person. It's everybody's been affected in LA, and I just feel sorry for those people that have to go through that.
Yeah, on top of just every day trying to survive in this world that we live in, and all this extra stuff on top of it, it's scary. And our prayers and hearts go out to LA. That where you say they are. So yes, our prayers go out to them. So yeah, I can imagine. I do want to start with the devotion.
Let's do it.
Get it going. Y'all know I like to do my devotion. This is Pastor P, y'all.
Yes.
So we gotta put some word in this live, okay? Let's see what the Lord got for us today.
Just find out. We talk about different topics. We have devotional, we have inspirational talks, and we talk about subjects that matters to what's going on with people today. And also we interact with our people who are subscribing, people who are watching us, and they're able to ask us, if there's something that they want to talk about. They make those comments, and we'll absolutely, try to chime in and talk about some of the things that you want to talk about as well. So if you have anything that's on your mind and it's something that we can talk about, definitely put it in the comment section, and we'll be glad to talk about it. Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're reading from the scripture. Today is June 10th, or from the devotion, I should say. And it's called The Clothing on the Cross. He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, so that we might die in sin and live for righteousness. When Christ was nailed to the cross, he took off his robe of seamless perfection and assumed a different wardrobe, the wardrobe of indignity. The indignity of nakedness, stripped before his own mother and loved ones, shamed before his family. The indignity of failure. For a few pain-filled hours, the religious leaders were the victors and Christ appeared the loser, shamed before his accusers. Worst of all, he wore the indignity of sin. He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, so that we might die to sin and live for righteousness. The clothing of Christ on the cross. Sins, yours and mine, the sins of all humanity. He chose the nails.
Wow.
That's good. That was a good one.
What's your thought about that since you read it? It's the first thing that comes to mind.
The first thing that comes to my mind, I think of the movie Passion of the Christ. Because we recently watched that. We'll watch it. A lot of people just recently watched it when it was around Easter, but we'll watch it any time of the year. And every time I watch that movie, it just makes me think about, let me think how I can say it.
Yeah, take your time.
when I think outside of that movie, I just think about, Jesus the Father.
Mhm.
I don't think about a lot of times how real Jesus the Son was, human flesh.
Yes.
And when I saw that movie, that always takes me back to like, wow, just imagine how he felt. He was actually human on the cross, being
Yes.
stripped, beat in front of everybody, mocked, embarrassed. It just makes me sad to think of all the things that he went through just for us, and we don't even deserve it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. He loves us so much. God is love, and because His love is so great, He welcomed Himself to even come from His throne from heaven onto earth, so that we could be saved, and that's a wonderful thing. That's a great thing, and because of that sacrifice that He made. He came in to do something that no man could do. And that's why, John 3:16 said, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." And if you believe in Him, because of His sacrifice, you follow Him because He paid for your sins. For sure. Dustin, thank you so much. We appreciate you. If you right now, we don't have I don't have a donate button, but one thing you can do is you can tell your friends, you can ask them to subscribe to my channel. We'll greatly appreciate it. But yeah, this is awesome. The clothing on the cross, Jesus wrapped on this flesh so that we could live. Claire says my favorite animal is a wolf. You see that?
I see it. Hey, Claire, your favorite animal?
It's a wolf. Why a wolf? Well, tell me what makes you think, why's your favorite animal is a wolf?
Yeah.
I kind of like fish.
I like to eat some fish.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so true about this clothing on the cross.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it just, you think about, you wouldn't even want to take a whooping for somebody, but Jesus took all of this pain, physical pain.
Yes.
And, oh my Lord, it's just.
And Demi brings up a good point, because she said, I'm glad that they actually showed us how a true Roman crucifix was carried out. It makes us more grateful how much Jesus loves us. And really, I think The Passion of the Christ was the only movie who detailed his life on the cross, which was very brutal. Not only that, before he got to the cross, when he was whipped, that was just hard to watch.
Yeah, it was.
It's hard to endure, but you had to know that they went through it, they saw it, they felt it at that time, and for us to see this imagination, this movie of depicting Jesus being whipped and then being crucified, it took it to a whole nother level. I think a lot of people were just crying when the movie came out years ago and just thought about, man, Jesus did that for us? Oh my God. How much did he have to love us to not go up the cross? Because people mocked him when he was on the cross.
Yeah.
People talked about him.
Yeah.
They were gambling for his clothes, but yet he still stayed on the cross and he died. Thank you, Jesus, for all that you've done.
Yeah, she said way more brutal than what we see in other movies. Mel
Absolutely.
Gibson did his thing.
Yes, he did.
He did. He really did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So Claire says the wolf is just a popular animal. Yeah, you're right about that. The wolf is really the first dog. To be honest with you, the wolf, the first dog. So we had the wolves and the wolf.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we can learn from the wolf too. So yeah.
Demi said she purchased the movie. Yeah, we have it too. We have it DVD. Speaking of movie, Demi, let's talk about this movie we watched last night. Do you want to talk about that?
Let's talk about it.
It's going to be a spoiler alert, okay?
Spoiler
alert. If you did not watch the Netflix movie Straw, we're going to talk about Straw.
The last straw.
Yes, we're going to talk about Straw. I hope you watched it. If you didn't, this is going to be a spoiler alert. If you did, comment, let us know. Let us know what you think, and just so we can see if we had the same thought processes. Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
What's going on, Wendy?
Very good. I'm glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. We did the devotion already,
Hey,
and now we're going to talk a little bit about this movie that we watched last night called Straw. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. You gotta go check it out. Go take a look. Go watch it if you haven't watched it.
Oh, you didn't like it? You only made it 30 minutes
Oh,
in.
man. Well, you know what? It's rough.
It's hard to watch. It is. I cried during the movie. You know, before I talk about it, and Demi said she only made it 30 minutes in. We saw a lot of comments or people say stuff about it before we watched it.
Yeah.
And some of the things people were saying is like, I don't want him to capitalize on a black woman's struggle or whatever, and they didn't want to see that. And you know, I get where they're coming from, but that is some people's struggle. So I'm like, that didn't make me not want to watch it, because I feel like everybody got struggles in their life. So I still was willing to watch it, even though I knew it was going to be about a woman that's like struggling through some stuff. I was okay with watching it. But yes, when the first few minutes of it came in, you want to plug it? You lost it. We back? We here?
Yeah.
Okay. We had technical difficulties on wearing the King's Crown.
I'm over knocking everything
knocking stuff down. But we watched the movie. I want to watch it again because I feel like I missed something. So I kind of want to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
But it did not. It wasn't what I expected from the trailers.
No. But it kept you on pins and needles the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it kept you watching, kept you wondering what was next, and how could a person get into that type of predicament. You know, sometime when you wake up, you don't know how the day is going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at the job Taraji P. Henson did as far as the acting, she did a wonderful job acting in this movie. She really did.
Yeah. We won't spoil it since Whitney hadn't watched it.
I'm spoiling. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
We hadn't watched it, so we're not going to spoil it for you.
I'm going to tell you.
But no, love. We're going to talk around it maybe, and then you'll get to see it. Hey, James. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up, buddy, James? We need to talk to you about our RV. So we're going to talk about that, come back a little bit later.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah, we won't spoil it for you, Whitney. But I will say that he's a music man. So when we watch movies, we look at everything throughout the movie. He always likes soundtracks and different things like that. So we look at the movie from different eyes, I guess. And that's why we need to watch it again, because I feel like we missed something. We might miss music that was in there. I don't know. We need to watch it again. But in the beginning of it, like Demi was talking about, it was showing this lady's struggle. That's when I was crying, because I remember a point in my life, just life being hard. You trying to raise these kids. You trying to work. You just trying to do right. And you feel like you cannot catch a break.
Yeah.
And that poor lady, she could not catch a break. And she was just one thing after the other. And I was crying. He felt for her. He was trying to like, it's okay. But it's
all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
You know?
So
yes.
that part was sad.
It was heart touching for sure. You know, and then when you have somebody who can get into a role so much that you could feel what they feel, that's true acting. And I'm telling you, Taraji P. Henson did a wonderful job in that movie, and she made you feel what she felt and what she was going through, and the misunderstanding that was going on. So yeah, if you haven't gone to go on Netflix and watch the movie Straw, go check it out. I think it's a very good movie. I'm not sure why they didn't put it in theaters. Probably make more money with Netflix, but yet still, it is a great movie to watch. May be good for some. Hey, Demi couldn't. She had 30 minutes in. She had to turn it off. But hey, it is what it is.
Now I get some of Tyler's stuff. I like all his a lot of his shows he got about Black and Beauty. Is that Tyler Perry, Black and Beauty or something? I don't know. He got some ratchet stuff that I don't watch any of his series. I don't watch any of that. But occasionally, if he come out with a movie, I will watch his movie. But sometimes them series be doing too much for me. And I like Taraji, so I just wanted to support her and see what it was all about. And I think that she did a really, really good job with her acting. And I'm not going to spoil it with. I'm going to let you watch it. We'll talk about it next week. We'll give everybody a chance to come back. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. I'll just say that.
No, it's not. I don't think we've exposed a lot to it. You know, you got to watch it. But I'm like Demi. You know, when she talks about the writing can be a little bit extreme, but yet and still, it's I know that's Hollywood.
Right.
It's made to keep us engaged and involved. Sometimes it goes overboard, and you know, you have to understand those realities and what is and what's not. You know, but they're trying to prove a point, make a point to certain situations. But unfortunately, we have people who may be shallow who think that that's the way it really is, and it's not.
It's not. Yeah, not for all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, they do think sometimes. Seeing those movies, it kind of make people, the stereotypes that people have, make them think that's how we are, and we're not like that. So I get you, damn out. We here, girl. We here. I get you. I get you. Yeah. He do got to work on that writing, and sometimes it do be doing the most and not too realistic to what we go through. James said he relapsed on the cigarettes. James.
What happened, James? What triggered? What happened? I told you.
You stressed out about something, James?
We talk about the patches and the Nicorette, the gum, and we talked about all that stuff there. Okay, but come on now. We're here to support you. We got you. Don't worry about it. We got you, and we're here. That's all right. Last week, we missed you because I wanted you to know that, the last time we talked, we were talking about getting an RV, and we bought us an RV, 32-foot RV. Now, and we wanted to get your expertise. What do you know about RVs? What can you do to tell us and help us about this RV? Because we are newbies in the RV world. So far we love it, and it's nice, and we're up to the challenge.
Yeah, damn, he needs to put the writing down and just produce. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But let me go back to James real quick. James, if quitting smoking is something that you want to do, I don't want you to feel discouraged by your relapse.
Yeah.
I want you to, try again. He said the new guy, not the friend grandson. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about. So your grandson, the new guy, relapsed on the cigarettes, or you with the cigarettes? But I just want to say this real quick, because I without giving too much information, I work with someone who struggles with the world said addiction, I say a demon, and it is hard for him to fight it on his own. And so today I had a real conversation with this person and was just telling him that we are praying for him, because we know that demon is hard for him to fight on his own, and that he need to, be praying for himself and get a support group around him, people that's gonna, help him. And if he feel like he needs to smoke or whatever he do, that he has somebody to call. So I just want to say that, because if that's something that you really want to do, you relapsed on cigarettes because of the new guy, he's smoking around you or something like that. Okay. That is hard, being around somebody. So I think maybe you need to just communicate with him that you are trying to quit, and you would appreciate, make a boundary with him, James. Boundary, let him know that that's something that you don't want to do anymore, and that him being around you can influence you, and you would appreciate if he didn't do that around you. Create that boundary. I would say the same thing I was telling that guy. He needs to create a boundary, stop hanging around people that do that stuff what he do, and find an accountability partner, somebody he can call and talk to, other than talk to the Lord and try to help, get the Lord to help him with that addiction, that demon he is fighting, because he cannot. I've seen him be good, and I've seen him bad, and he's just struggling with it. So I'm just praying. I want to pray for everybody out there who got some addictions and things they're trying to overcome.
Yeah.
You need to call on the Lord to help you overcome those things, because you can't do it in your own strength. Don't think you can. Don't feel defeated if you can't do it. That's why we need the Lord to help us get through things that we go through in this life. The flesh is weak,
And James, I say let's do the reverse role. You were, doing good with not smoking cigarettes. Why don't you continue to be the example, and maybe he may stop too. And that way, he'll join you rather than you join him smoking. So the Bible tells us fight the good fight of faith. We just have to believe, and as long as we can stand up to what you want to do, maybe he'll say, man, I want to change too. I want to stop smoking. So that that's something that you can take a look at and see as well.
Oh, I like that, Demi. She said, find a really strong reason why you need to stop the cigarettes. That's how she stopped cold turkey and never looked back. Yes, that's very good. My brother smoked years and years ago, and he quit cold turkey too. That definitely works for somebody. You find something that's strong enough, or something you passionate about, it will make you stop. So I like that advice.
Yeah, and it's people who, and I know who've had congestive heart failure, and because they were overweight, and they knew that they needed to lose some weight, so they tend to lose weight because of the possible failure of life. And sometimes people look at smoking, hey, I don't want to ever get cancer, lung cancer, anything like that. Well, I want to have a better lungs. I want to be able to breathe, not you never want to get into COPD or anything like that. So, that's something that you can just think about, and I think that's a good thing to demonstrate. What is it that you don't want to ever happen to you? And let that be the reason that helps you, overcome smoking.
Yeah. The new guy's doing he doing stupid stuff, stressing you out, making you need to get a smoke. Is that what you're saying? Okay, James, now you can't do that. You got to find some alternate, something else to help you with your stress.
Well, that would be a demon, just trying to get you. And let me explain this. People say you're a demon. Oh, you this. It's like this.
Okay.
When we talk about spiritual side of demons and demonology, or whatever that case is, if you were on the freeway and you were driving and somebody was to cut you off in your car, do you get mad at the Ford? Do you get mad at the Cadillac? Do you get mad at the Honda? No, we want to pull up and we want to see who's driving. And just like these bodies are like cars. And we have to know who's driving us. And sometimes when we're not doing the things that we should be doing, sometimes you've allowed the devil to come in and take the wheel sometime. And we have to be mindful of that. Because haven't you ever done something like, why did I do that? What made me do that? It's because you gave up the wheel. So, we just have to think sometime and find out who's driving us. And we have to be mindful of that. That's why prayer is always important. We got to always pray and always be mindful of what we are doing, because we are in control of us.
Oh, it's a young guy. He's just a baby. He don't know, James.
You got to teach him, James. You got to teach him, James.
Don't let him stress you out, James. And I will comment on that. I had a coworker. He has since passed away. It was years ago. And he had a stroke leaving work one day, walking to his car, had a stroke when he got to his car. And the doctor told him, like, you need to quit. He quit cold turkey smoking. He was just like, never, ever again, because that scared him. He stopped immediately. He picked up drinking coffee. He used to drink so many cups of coffee a day. He picked that up. But you'll go through something that'll scare you, that'll make you stop. He stopped, but I saw years later that he ended up having cancer. I don't know if it was lung cancer. I don't know. But he had cancer and he passed away. His name was Larry Cox. Bless his soul. Larry Cox, he was a good guy that I work with. Okay, but he says his little brother is doing great. That's good.
That's the one that just got married, right? Is that the one that just got married?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. I hope the cars are doing well then. Everything's going well. That's good. So, so glad to have you on. If you're just joining us and you're watching us for the first time, hey, welcome to Wearing the King's Crown with Pastor P. This is my wife, Living According to Crystal. We have both channels going right now. So if you would, why don't you like and subscribe to our channel? Go to her channel and like and subscribe. Go to my channel, Wearing the King's Crown with Pastor P. Go to Living According to Crystal. You'll find all type of fashion, all type of things that she can do. I'll let her explain her YouTube channel.
I ain't really been doing nothing, y'all, but lives. I got to get it together.
Life, and it does that from time to time. We gotta work. We gotta take care of some things.
But it's beauty, beauty, makeup, that type of thing.
But she has so many different videos you can go back and watch. She has hundreds of videos that you can go see, different lives that you can check out, from makeup to beauty to hair. Go check her out. She's one of the best, and she's passionate about it, and she's genuine. So hey, go check my baby, my wife out. Yeah,
I want to say what Demi said. She said she stopped because she saw her son pretending like he was smoking, and she didn't want to be the catalyst to his downfall. Do you remember that commercial a long time ago, Demi? I'm not sure what they were talking about, but I remember a little girl was doing something, and the parents was like, "Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? Why are you doing that?" And she was like, "I learned it from watching you." I know you gotta remember that. If your late 40s, 50s, you gotta remember. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
there was a little girl said, "I learned it from watching you." And that is so true. Kids learn everything from watching us.
Yes, they do.
So that was a good reason right there to stop. And that baby pretended he doing it because he see mama doing it. So he think it's cool, or he want to be like mama. But yeah, you have to be mindful of what you do, because they will learn it from watching you. So I love that, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something to think about. Somebody's always watching you. You're going to be an example for somebody. Somebody's always watching you. So even when you think there's nobody's watching, somebody's always watching you. You're never alone.
Yes, it's very true. Yes. Yes,
oh
very,
my God.
very true.
Oh my God. That's good stuff. But yeah, hey, you guys, go check out the movie. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, go watch the movie. We'll talk about a little bit more of it next week. And I want to rewatch it because I know I missed something. I want to go watch some TikToks about people doing their recaps of it just to see what I missed. And yeah, it take me a minute. Like when Bird Box came out, I think I watched that movie like 5 times before I kind of like caught all the little things. So I like to rewatch a movie over and over again.
Yeah. Because, there's so many subtleties that you miss.
Mm-hmm.
So many things that you didn't get. Maybe you missed something out of somebody's character that you didn't get the first time because you were so focused on the main person. But this other person who's playing his part was to make you see and think of something different that you didn't catch. So, absolutely. So I know I want to go watch, towards the end of it because kind of got a little... trying to make sure I was understanding everything and some things that I know that I mentally missed.
And my takeaway from it, I'll say that, is be careful and mindful of how you treat others because you don't know what people have gone through in their day. And that one mean, crazy thing that you say or do could be the last straw that just like take them over the edge. So just be mindful and careful and treat other people how you want to be treated. That what our parents taught us, treat other people how you want to be treated.
Yep.
Do that because the world is hard. Life is hard. People are going through stuff. I don't think the world has been the same since COVID. I feel like people still have been just on the edge of with their mental space since COVID. I feel like we have not fully recovered from that. Life has just been hard ever since then, and people are still trying to navigate changes. And just be mindful of how you treat other people because somebody could be going through something, and that one thing you do can just like tip them over the edge.
Sure.
That was my takeaway.
For sure. I had to ditto with that because you just never know what a person is going through, and that's why being kind to people can go a long way. Just being nice. Everybody's in this hustle bustle type of world, trying to get here, trying to get there, trying to do this, and people have just gotten so rough nowadays.
Yeah.
People don't want to speak. People don't want to do this. It's all about me, what I'm doing, where I'm going, and it's just the world is just getting nasty, you guys. But it's good to be able to smile and be kind to somebody, help somebody else out. So absolutely, good movie.
He said the world changed a lot after the late 80s. Yeah.
You're true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Very, very true.
James, you're so right about that. And it was changing so much because, it was so much going on back then, and it was a big drug infestation all over the world at that time where